Have you been looking for a fast-paced routine filled with visual card magic? How about an elegant take on the classic wild card plot? This is Jokerz by Peter, Nardi and Alakazam Magic, a very powerful routine that can seamlessly integrate with multiple other Alakazam products. And today, I'm doing a review of this effect. So grab your popcorn and watch till the end to find out if this is right for you. I love to collect playing cards, and I more specifically collect cards from Las Vegas casino decks. Like, these are all from different Las Vegas casinos, and they're Jokerz because I really like Jokerz. They're really cool because they're wild cards. And what that means is if you lose a card from another deck, like say the Jack of Hearts, the Joker can go in that deck and substitute for the Jack of Hearts or something if you lose that card. In fact, I'm going to show you how that actually looks. Like, if I rub the Jack of Hearts against the Desert Inn Joker, that becomes another Jack of Hearts. And if I take it against this Joker and I give it a little rub, the Stardust Joker. There, that's the second Jack. And now the Sahara. Watch. 1, through the hand. 2, 3. And now they're both Jacks. In fact, watch. I'll try this with just this one. Watch. 1, 2, 3. You see the moment it changes. Now the Aladdin, watch. 1, 2, 3. They switch. And then they both become Jacks. This one with just a rub and with just a throw becomes another Jack. This one with just a tap becomes another Jack. And this one, you know what? Why don't you do this one? I'll hold it for you. Here, just pinch it. Perfect. There's the last Jack of Hearts. And that is Jokerz by Peter, Nardi and Alakazam Magic. It's really good. I hope you enjoyed that quick performance of Jokerz. Also, I wanted to mention that Alakazam Magic, which is based in the UK, now has a United States warehouse ran by the amazing Chris James. He's working there 7 days a week, shipping stuff off. And if you live in the US, you can order from Alakazam today, and the shipping is a lot faster and a lot cheaper. Alakazam always has really fun stuff. I recently reviewed Total Recall by Liam Lebanon. So I had a lot of stuff to say about that. Watch that review after this one. But now, let's talk about Jokerz. What do you get when you buy Jokerz? When you purchase Jokerz, you get everything you need to perform this effect and more. You get 18 specially printed cards consisting of all the gimmicked wild card gaffs you need and all the examinable cards as well. You also get a very handy Switch wallet that can hold both the cards that you will perform with and the ungimmicked cards. So the Switch wallet will allow you to seamlessly switch the gimmicked cards with the ungimmicked cards. You also receive the link for the instructions. Now, what is the quality of the gimmick? The gimmicked playing cards are very, very well made. The stock on the cards is very good, and the artwork on them is great as well. These are not USPCC printed, but they're still well made. Each of the cards are supposedly made from different casinos in Las Vegas, and the artwork on the Jokerz as well as the bright back designs are really good. They all have great contrast from each other and really bright popping colors. The cards have no moving parts or things that could break or wear out. But they are cards, so they'll have a lifespan of about a deck of cards or something like that. And they should last you a long time. The printing's very good on both the backs and the faces, very unique artwork. And the Switch wallet, which is vinyl, I believe is also very good and handy. It should last you a very long time as well if you take care of it. It also protects the cards inside. And you don't really need all the cards even. This routine is modular, as Peter covers in the tutorial. So you can take out phases of the routine or add phases to the routine. And I really liked the story to this, the justification, because the original wildcard plot by Peter Kane is really good, but it felt a little less justified. With Jokerz, this is justified because you're telling a story about how Jokers are wild cards, and when you lose a card in the deck, the Joker replaces it. In addition, you can integrate this really well with other great Alakazam effects such as Casino Con, which I'm reviewing soon, Imagine by Peter Nardi, which I'm also reviewing soon, and What Happens in Vegas. And with all those routines, you could do a full Vegas-themed act, which is great. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any of those reviews, subscribe, because I'll be reviewing some more Alakazam magic pretty soon. But another great thing is it's a really nice convincer to have the casino backs and the Jokers with different designs on the faces. If you have this, you know what I mean. But now, how is the tutorial? The tutorial is 21 minutes long, or about that. It is taught by Peter Nardi. He is in the usual teaching spot, and he goes through routining, some details, and a lot of possible color changes and moves to get the Jokers to change to the Jack of Hearts. Peter is mic'd up, and there are multiple different camera angles that let you see the moves very well. The video quality is really good, and I liked the tutorial. It's pretty concise, and it wasn't too long or too short. Is this a social media or a real life effect? This has a super visual element to it that would work great for social media, but it would also work really great in real life. What are the angles like? Jokerz by Peter Nardi has really good angles. I would perform this surrounded. You could do this with people all around you as long as they are looking from above, not below. Are there live performances in the tutorial? Unfortunately, there are no live performances in the tutorial, but there is a studio performance. Is this examinable? At the end of the routine, thanks to the Switch wallet and the ungimmicked cards provided with Jokerz, yes, you can hand out the cards. You do have to put the jacks back in the wallet before handing them out, so it could be an afterthought. You take the jacks, put them back in the wallet, and say, by the way, do you want to check these out? But yes, that's great. You can't hand them out at the beginning of the routine though, but part of the magic, especially the last phase, happens inside the spectator's hands. So for that reason, they're less likely to want to even examine the cards. When I performed wild card, I do not hand them out, even though I technically could. I just go straight to the next piece because there's not even really much heat on the cards, especially because in the last phase, they're holding on to the card and it changes in their hand. They can examine that card right away. Now let's talk about the difficulty and practicality of the effect. As for difficulty, this is not hard to do at all. You just need to get down the pattern and the sequence of the moves. The moves are not difficult at all to do, and the tutorial makes them easy to master. If you can do Monty moves and Mexican turnovers and stuff like that, you should definitely be able to perform Jokerz. This is also very practical for restaurant magic or a close-up show. This would not work great for walk-around because you need a table to perform this, or bars or something like that. I recommend using a close-up pad also to prevent cards from getting wet. That's why this isn't as ideal for a bar environment, because there's wet, sticky tables, and that would kind of ruin the cards if you're sliding them on the table. So I'd recommend using a close-up mat. Is there any DIY required? No, there's no DIY required for this routine whatsoever. The Jokerz cards come ready to go right out of the box. Pocket space. All you have to carry around to perform Jokerz is that vinyl wallet. Once you have that in your pocket, you're set to perform this anytime, anywhere, as long as you have a table or surface to perform this on. But yeah, you just have to carry around the packet wallet with the gaffs and the ordinary cards inside of it. Or you could even carry it in your actual wallet. What is the reset like? Now, Jokerz by Peter Nardi does have a bit of a reset. Now, the reset partially can be done in front of the audience if you organize them in a certain way in the last dealing sequence. However, there still is kind of a reset which you wouldn't want to necessarily do in front of the audience. I guess you could do it if you're just putting them away casually and quickly do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend resetting in between tables, going from table to table, and as you're walking to the next one, you just reposition everything, make sure the gimmicks are all set and ready to go, and then you can perform this again. But yes, there is a little bit of a reset, but it's not long at all to do the reset. It'll take maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds, but if you do part of the reset during the routine and do the rest after when your audience isn't looking, then the reset after will take like 2 seconds. It's really quick. What is the price? Jokerz by Peter Nardi costs $28 and you can get it from Alakazam Magic, $28 US. The shipping, if you're in the US, comes from the US warehouse and it's pretty fast, but you can order from Alakazam all across the world. Chris James goes to ship stuff out 7 days a week. He's really great. And I think Jokerz is a little bit expensive for the gimmicked cards you receive. However, if you plan on using it, it's around the right price. It's not overpriced or anything like that. It's just a tad. It's in the right around the perfect area. But just keep in mind that these are specially printed cards. So just decide if this is your style, if you plan on performing it, and if you do, definitely get this. It's worth the price. What are the pros and cons? The pros are this is visual. It's way more deceptive than the original wildcard routine for many reasons, many positive discrepancies that are likely to be subconsciously picked up on by the spectator, like the different designs of the Joker faces and the different back designs, which is really great. And also, this is very well routined, and it makes sense why you're turning the Jokers into Jacks. You're doing this under the guise of a wild card plot, or I'm talking about how Jokers are wild and stuff like that. This is also easy to do. The tutorial's nice and concise. This has great angles, everything's included, and it's a modular routine, so you can add or take away stuff as you see fit. The cons are this has a reset and requires a table. But what percent am I giving this? I am giving a Jokerz by Peter Nardi and Alakazam a 90%. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope this helped you decide if Jokerz is right for you. And I'll see you next time.